we're back.
Hey, welcome back to Center Neo's Gaming.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I've been wanting to get back into this.
Wait, it's been a while since we've recorded. We've been doing a lot of nothing.
Holiday stuff. It's been
AKA,
a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, no, it has. Like, lots of church gigging.
For me, anyway.
And, yeah, I don't gig at the church. I just stay at home and, think about, well, I have the other portion of the channel that I work really hard on.
You do work
I just
really
said hard on.
How long do you think this was here? Well, I imagine it wasn't here from the start.
Wait, when's the start?
You know, when we started, when you and I escaped from the AB room through the hatch on the roof.
They're talking, I believe, about the crane that they just discovered.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The first thing we
Oh,
did
the crane,
after we got out
yeah.
and met at what?
The crane.
Yeah, the crane on the roof, the like...
The Tomb Raider 5 crane.
The first thing we did after we got out and met everyone except for Clover and Kay was go and look at the number 9 door. We spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms too. Yeah, I know we looked at this... Hang on. I know we looked at this from this exact angle. I'm pretty sure there wasn't any handkerchief there then.
Double this, double that.
There wasn't...
Double this, double that, double this, that.
So this is Flashback Sigma. Check it out. Baby. Oh. You're playing
I'm doing the double this, that with the clapping in the hands.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like patty cake.
Oh, you should teach me.
Okay. Not right now. No. Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Okay, so check this out. Flashback? Wait.
Finally figured it out, huh?
She is kind of mean. Do you see that?
No. Oh.
No way.
There's 7 rooms.
Not 7.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's a 7th one.
It moved. The one that was over here is now all the way over there.
Oh.
The AB room moved?
Yeah.
Was it that crane?
Probably. They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And who was trapped in there when the nonary game started?
Oh boy. It would have been the AB room on the right at first, so... It was Luna. Luna was with the dead body.
Alright. I'm unclear, but...
What?
I'm unclear on what's going on.
They're discovering... Yeah, this is why
I know they discovered that the rooms have shifted around. I don't really know what that implies.
It means that Luna was with the woman, the old woman.
Really?
When she was in the room, yeah. She was in the room with the dead body. For the 3rd time, Fi walked off without saying anything.
You think she would have said that?
She didn't, and that's the thing. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began 2 milkmen.
What do you think this is?
Milk. Anyway. Well, I thought it was just paint from the graffiti at first, but I'm guessing you don't think so. Is that more of the old woman's blood?
Seems like it.
So Luna would have killed her here, then taken her to the rightmost AB room.
Uh-oh.
After that, she would have moved to the room with the body so that no one would suspect her.
She would have moved into a room that didn't have the heater on.
Solid Sun forgot to turn off the heater. You know, the funny thing is, as I was passing by, I thought maybe to turn it off, because I saw it was still on, but then I thought, oh, he'll take care of it. Oh.
I'm back.
You're armed.
And I've got something I didn't have before.
Aww.
It's a Nerf gun.
Yeah, it's very
If you guys
nerfy.
are Nerf guys, it's the Nerf Ranger. It's like blue and orange. It looks like it would fire like a shotgun, but it doesn't. It fires like a...
Like a revolver? Is that the revolver one?
No,
that was the
it's
one
like
you
a shotgun.
showed me.
It's like, well, most Nerf guns are pump action.
Okay.
Just by default. But this one, you load 5 darts in and it shoots 5 of them individually. And then you gotta reload.
I know what I want from Target.
What?
A Barbie.
You want to...
I'm gonna get that self-care Barbie.
You want the anxiety
with the
Barbie?
Chihuahua.
Oh yeah. Let's get Gen Z Barbie.
Oh god.
Full of anxiety,
Yeah.
can't get out of bed.
That would mean the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. So what about that handkerchief?
This thing? Here, look.
Okay, so here's the thing. They think now they're suspicious of Luna, but we saw Dio confess that he murdered the old lady. But Luna was still there with the dead body.
You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was, which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman.
Oh
So maybe
no.
Luna wrapped the weapon with this handkerchief.
Maybe it was a Nerf gun.
Maybe
They loaded a knife
And
into the
then
Nerf gun
Threw
and
it
fired
between
it.
the rightmost room and the one next to it.
That sounds pretty sweet. A knife gun.
a knife gun?
Yeah.
Didn't they
You just
have those in medieval times? Like
just fire
spears on
a
top
knife
of guns?
gun. No, like a contemporary knife gun, where instead of a bullet, you load a giant knife into
Wait,
the handgun and fire it.
I said medieval like adults. They didn't use guns in the medieval era. Anyway.
Oh yeah, you know how they fought the plague. They took their cold action and they shot the plague.
Okay, so they suspect the knife was wrapped in that handkerchief right here. So when the room moved, it exposed it.
Then when the room was
Oh,
moved,
they-
it came out.
Oh, I thought that light was like in the background, like from something in the room.
that means Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief.
Seems pretty likely.
So she must have had the knife.
This is all just speculation, understand?
Oh, I just loaded my Nerf gun. It's ready to fire.
What are you shooting at?
I'm not shooting at anything. I just
You
wanted
should
to
shoot
see
at
how.
the party
I
hat.
just wanted
See
to
if you can knock it
when I
down.
edit this back, I want to see how cool it sounded up near the microphone.
Oh,
Probably gonna be like stupidly loud.
Aww.
There are a whole lot of things we still don't
I have to remember I loaded this, so next time when I go and I pull the trigger, I'm not looking down at it.
For example, why would Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, and then carry the body back and hide it in the same room? I guess it's possible she just wanted to hide the body, but we still don't have any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place.
It's because she stole her style. Like, Luna dresses just like the old woman.
It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. There is something to be said for the fact that they're wearing like super conservative dresses that are like really, you
They're
know, like
also
all
purple. Like, they
Oh,
look
fair
exactly
point.
this. They're wearing the same outfit, pretty much.
There is something to be said for that. All the other girls, like Fi, she's dressed okay. She's just, you know, kind of cutesy casual. But all the other girls are just like e-girls on Twitch.
Yeah. Well, that's what Alice was before she came. She was like,
She's
she
an
was
e-girl.
cashing in on the new Twitch thing where you can be naked.
It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. He's supposed...
Which is the worst idea ever, by the way. That's not what Twitch was originally for.
Yeah.
Like, go to OnlyFans if you want that shit.
Yes.
There are kids on Twitch, for God's sake.
Yep. The minimum age to sign up is 13.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes
That doesn't
according to
mean
plan,
like a
but-
5-year-old can go through their dad's account, like on the TV, just click on the Twitch app and start watching it.
Oh.
And like turn on and be like, look, mommy, she's got tits
Did you
like
know? Okay, so there is apparently an e-girl on Twitch who like has her like stuff all hanging out and she claps them on stream. She makes them like do
Like-
clap noises.
Okay. That's great.
People were talking about that in
that's-
one of my Discord servers and I'm like, why are we talking
amazing
about
content.
this? So far there have been 2 murders and he hasn't done anything about either of them. Yeah, it makes my like my streaming my Requiem like is on the same level as booby clapping.
Oh, well, I'll come on your Twitch and I'll do some booby clapping. I'll just get my big old man titty tag.
There's been 2
Like-
murders and he hasn't done anything about either of them. Do you think that means Luna Zero Senior? Even
I'll
if
get
she...
you some new subscribers, don't worry.
Oh no.
Solid Sun's on
Oh
the
no.
case.
Even if she was though, I'm not sure why she killed the old woman.
You know they want to come. They'll subscribe for Solid Suns, Solid Buns.
It's possible that she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be here, but... Excuse me. If Luna Zero Senior, couldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? I can't. She'd have access
really
to the
think
entire facility. Yeah.
She's not Zero.
Well,
There's no way
we know
she's
that because
Zero.
we saw in another timeline Dio confessing to the murder.
If anything, she's a robot. that's not all either. Let's say Luna moved the AB room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, why did she leave the handkerchief and the weapon there? She had to have known they'd be discovered after she moved the room.
Oh shit! Why would you do that?
I forgot it was loaded.
You shot a dart into the ceiling. Where did it land? Oh, it started.
It's on your T, right?
No? Okay.
Alright, I'm putting the Nerf gun down.
Where'd the dart go?
I don't know. That's the story of Crystalios' life, is finding darts around the house and being like, okay, this was cute at first, but now it's getting ridiculous.
She had to have known they'd be discovered after she moved the room.
That was like right near my head too, like it could have fired like right up into my nose.
I saw it. Like it startled me. I think it fell somewhere. Oh, okay. Well, we'll find it. Besides, when and how did she operate that crane? Luna was with us since we first got out of the AB rooms all the way till when we found the old lady's body. You, me, and her went through the magenta door and investigated the lounge. Then we went down to floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then, the room must have been moved. Of course.
Oh.
Ha! Why didn't I see that sooner? Luna has an alibi! She couldn't have moved the AB room! Where her alibi?
Sigma, are you having a seizure?
I have to admit, you've got a point.
Wait, what? You didn't even put up a fight.
You're going to make me repeat myself. I never said Luna was the killer. Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was. Which would mean that Clover probably does too.
Is that why, like, we found Alice and Luna dead in the same room? Because they got in a fight?
Oh, you mean that stuff she said about what she noticed?
Oh, you know what? Luna definitely has the knife then. Like, she may have pulled it out of the dead woman because the knife was sticking out of Alice, like, kind of in the same place. So, Luna has the murder weapon that killed this old woman. That's my deduction.
Okay.
She's gotta have it, based on the other timelines that we've seen. Dio doesn't have it. Luna does, though. I keep thinking that's like a bench over there, but it's not. It's the, like, TV holograph.
Hey,
projector thing.
Hmm?
I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this.
Starting.
20 minutes. We were supposed to meet the others 20 minutes ago, but there's no one here.
You're right.
Oh boy. Okay.
Maybe they opened up Kay's helmet.
Sigma.
Oh.
Phi. There you are.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have some bad news. Luna. Luna is dead. She's in room 2 in the crew quarters. The same room where Alice was murdered.
Wasn't
What?
Luna with Kay?
She was. They separated.
Luna
And
and
that was
Kay
the
separated?
problem. Yeah, that was the big, like, the last time they saw Dio
okay.
said that he interacted with Kay but didn't see Luna at all. So Luna was missing, and now she's been discovered dead.
Okay, so Phi and Sigma couldn't have killed her.
No.
So it's Quark, Clover, Tenmyoji, and Kay and Dio. Those are the suspicious ones right now. And whoever else is alive. I guess that's it.
Oh, it wants me to flip through these. Alright.
How did she die? Oh, she's just... Okay, alright.
This was the 3rd time I touched a body and felt cold skin. I thought it might get easier, but it had only gotten worse. I didn't think I'd ever get used to it, but I didn't want to. My hands began to shake and I tried to steady them as I pressed a pair of fingers to her neck to check for a pulse. Nothing, of course. Luna was dead. Her eyes were flat and empty, the pupils dilated in what could have been terror. Her eyes were closed. It felt
Maybe he stuck his
surreal.
finger in her eye and was like, "Are you in there? Are you awake?
Oh, I love this
Wakey
track.
wakey, eggs and bakey." Yeah, it's good.
Like I might blink, and then she would sit up again. She would smile and blush and look away nervously, and everything would be alright. I blinked. She lay there, still dead and pale.
No, there's no one left to ally with Sigma now. Everyone else is gonna betray him.
Grief cracked open like an egg, and rage clambered out. Oh, it's your eggs and bakey. It clawed at
Nice.
the inside of my chest and pounded at the back of my eyes. I squeezed them shut. I ground my teeth. My hands balled into fists so tight they hurt. I took a deep breath and opened my eyes again. Another breath. I stood up and realized Kay was talking.
I believe she was poisoned. See here. This
Oh.
device is some sort of syringe.
I think it's called an injection gun.
Okay.
You can just put whatever you want in one of those vials and then pull the trigger.
We've seen this before, right?
It's kind of like the
We haven't
needles
really
in
talked
these
about it
bracelets.
yet, but yeah. We've seen the
drug
injection
they
gun.
used is the same as well.
Oh,
The label on
jeez.
the vial says tubocurarine.
Oof. The muscle relaxant.
Since it's empty, I can only assume Luna was injected with it. You see the mark on her neck. I believe it is safe to assume that is where her attacker injected the drug. Perhaps they chose the neck for the carotid artery.
Then your guess is probably correct. Luna was injected with tubocurarine, and it killed her.
What about the others?
Should I go get them?
No, never mind. I want to get your story
What do you
first. When you left us, you and Luna went off together, right? But when we talked to Dio downstairs, he said he'd only seen you, not Luna. Why is
Luna
that?
and I split up as soon as we got to floor B. We determined it would be more efficient. Two of us working separately could cover more ground in less time.
Alright, so why were you late?
What?
You didn't show up till 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. Sigma's asking you what you were doing.
I was resuscitating.
Resuscitating?
Let me explain how I found her. I had gone to the warehouse 5 minutes before our meeting time. You had yet to show up, as had Luna. I believe I was standing between the yellow and cyan doors. Some minutes later, I heard something. It came from behind the cyan door and sounded like a woman's scream. Well, it was actually quite faint. It was several doors away, after all, and as such, I couldn't quite make out what was being said, or even if I had heard it at all. It seemed entirely possible that I had imagined it. I heard no other sounds for a few minutes following the scream. Eventually, the silence made me uncomfortable. Perhaps something had happened. So, I made my way to the crew quarters. As I entered the hallway, I noticed that the door to room 2 was slightly ajar. That was when I first suspected something was amiss.
Oh,
You
jeez.
can imagine the rest, I'm sure. I ran into the room
Excuse
and
me,
found
sorry.
Luna on the floor.
So he tried to resuscitate her. Probably
See-
broke her chest
So you're saying
with
you
his
spent
like
a
robot strength.
good 20 minutes trying to resuscitate her?
Yes. I deduced that she had been injected with tubocurarine. Her heart had stopped, so I attempted CPR. To the best of my abilities, at least. With this mask, I was obviously unable to provide artificial respiration. Because I had no reason to believe you would be in the warehouse. If you weren't, I would have wasted precious time. I chose instead to begin resuscitation immediately. As you know, even a short time without oxygen can cause serious brain damage. I felt time was of the essence. But
Hey, how much time passed between when you heard the scream and when you came in here and found her?
I'm afraid I can't say exactly. But I would hazard a guess that it was around 3 minutes.
Ooh.
Did you see the killer?
No, I did not.
It took him 3 minutes to get.
Then they had 3 minutes to escape.
It would have been plenty
He
of
was
time.
here. He said he was standing
Yeah.
there, and the rooms were right
Yep.
there. It took him 3 minutes to get there.
Well, he said he was alarmed at first, like he was like waited and listening.
When you leave this room,
Oh, okay.
immediately to your left is a door that connects to the hallway.
Right.
I assume they left that way.
Yeah.
Is there any chance they hid in this room somewhere?
No. I examined the room thoroughly before I left to find you.
Okay. Well, next time on Sun and Eos Gaming, maybe we'll figure it out who injected her. Because we've seen this gun before.
We've seen it, but this
Clover
is the first
has
time
it,
we
right?
like talked about it.
Clover has been given the gun.
We saw Clover with it in a different timeline,
Yeah,
So there's
yeah.
something
And she's
to be
all
said.
ragey, and she's probably trying to get revenge on Al. So if Alice thought that Luna had killed the old woman and told Clover about it, Clover has motivation to kill Luna because she thinks Luna's the killer. So now Clover and Luna are both killers. And Dio's a killer. Everyone's a killer.
Everyone's a killer.
I almost killed something in this room with my Nerf gun.
Yeah, if it
I
had...
accidentally pulled the trigger. I didn't think it would happen that soon. I thought it was going to happen later today. I was just fidgeting with it.
Yeah.
Bam!
Next time!